Did you know that enslaved people once forced Napoleon to double the size of the United States? In 1791, enslaved Haitians rose up against French rule. Napoleon sent his brother-in-law with 40,000 troops to crush them. They never stood a chance. Haitian fighters and yellow fever wiped out the French army. Over half those soldiers were dead within months. Napoleon was furious, broke, and suddenly had no use for his American territories. So he sold all of Louisiana to the United States for pennies per acre. The people he tried to destroy ended up reshaping an entire continent. Did you know a former sex worker once commanded 80,000 pirates and forced 3 empires to beg for peace? Qingxi started with nothing. By 1809, she controlled the South China Sea. The Qing dynasty sent warships. She sank them. Portugal tried. Britain tried. Both failed. No one could beat her, so they tried something else. They offered to negotiate, and she walked into that meeting and told them her terms. She kept her fortune. Her men were pardoned. She retired on her own schedule. Then she opened a gambling house and lived to 80. Did you know one man's generosity accidentally destroyed entire economies for over a decade? In 1324, Mansa Musa, the richest person who ever lived, made a pilgrimage to Mecca. He brought 60,000 people and hundreds of camels loaded with gold. Along the way, he gave it away freely to strangers, to cities, to anyone he met. It felt like a blessing. But so much gold flooded Egypt and the Middle East that its value collapsed. Prices skyrocketed. Merchants lost everything. Economists estimated the region took 12 years to recover. One man's flex broke the world. Did you know a Korean admiral was thrown in prison, nearly executed, then immediately put back in command and won anyway? Yi Sun-sin was Korea's greatest naval mind. In 1592, Japan launched a massive invasion. Yi's fleet was outnumbered badly, but he had something they didn't. Iron-plated turtle ships that cannons could barely scratch. He won battle after battle, so the Korean court had him arrested. Politics, jealousy, false accusations. He was tortured and stripped of rank. Then Japan attacked again, and the court panicked. They gave him back his command. He won again. Novel in history spent 5 years as a slave. Miguel de Cervantes fought at the Battle of Lepanto in 1571. He took 3 gunshot wounds and lost the use of his left hand forever. Then pirates captured him on the way home. 5 years in chains in Algiers. 4 escape attempts. All failed. He was finally ransomed, returned home broke, and spent decades doing nothing remarkable. Then, at 57, he wrote Don Quixote. The man who survived everything created a hero who believed in everything.